I don't know. There's somebody that the AEW show. I don't know if I thought it was too goofy, or they just didn't really have, I don't know. It's like I didn't think it was the caliber of most of the shows. I think it was.
It was not as good as the recent string of shows.
No, I think that like they got a lot of news out there. Like really pushed the pay-per-view, which would be really interesting because I wonder. I don't know how much, like, if the pay-per-view is like I don't think that like this, the lineup is like just that the John Moxley against Brody Lee at this stage. I think it's too early. Like I said, I don't see that being, like Jericho versus Moxley or Jericho versus Omega. The shows that did over 100,000 buys. So, but I don't know if it'll be down because I look at UFC and UFC sure wasn't down. UFC did way better. So I think the idea that, again, like historically, Vince even said this, and it's true. Historically, during economic downturns, wrestling usually does pretty well. Okay, but not always. Like when the auto, plants died in Detroit. Detroit did not do well. When there was an oil crisis, obviously that was the beginning of the end of Mid-South Wrestling. In New Orleans, they couldn't draw very well at all. Even at low ticket prices, they couldn't draw. But, during the Depression, wrestling was real big during the Depression and when it was bad. And, at other points in time, when the economics were bad, wrestling did well. So, I don't know how this pay-per-view will do. They're doing, so the deal with the pay-per-view, they're going to have, the pay-per-view is going to be from Daly's Place. Okay. All the matches will be from Daly's Place except for the one match, which is the Stadium Stampede. Is that what they're calling it?
I think it's a Stadium Stampede.
Okay. So the Stadium Stampede, which would be Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, Ortiz and Santana against Young Bucks, Adam Page, Matt Hardy, and Kenny Omega. And that's going to be on the Stadium.
So the Bucks and Page are back May 23rd.
Yes. At least as far as I know, yeah. I'll get that confirmed tomorrow, but as far as I know, yeah. That's the match. There has to be a substitution, but I'm presuming that they're back for that. That was the lineup that I heard. And they announced what else? MJF and
Jungle Boy.
Yeah, MJF and Jungle Boy. Hikaru Shida and Nyla Rose for the championship. Britt Baker against Chris Statlander. And what other stuff?
All right, here is the entire lineup. We've got Cody Lance Archer, tournament final with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson will be giving the belt to the winner of this match.
Yeah. So Mike Tyson went to an AEW show, one of the pay-per-views, probably the one in Vegas, I would guess, last year, and loved it. Just absolutely loved it. And so, that was the impetus of all that, him being the guy to present the belt, which is, it's cool. There's part of me that goes like, he's probably not cheap. And, in this situation, it's not like anyone's going to, I don't know. It's like, it's a cool thing, but like I don't know. This is like the time where maybe you don't spend as much because you don't have live gate, but whatever. Yeah, he's going to present the belt.
MJF Jungle Boy. We got John Moxley, Brody Lee for the AEW World title. Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Ray Phoenix are those announced so far for the Casino Ladder match. Winner gets a future AEW World title match.
So that's going to be like a ladder match with sort of Royal Rumble rules where two guys start, and then every 90 seconds a new guy comes in until there's 9 guys. So, and then, but you can win the match, and they're going to have it like a chip, like a gambling chip, since this was supposed to be in Las Vegas. The idea is that the two guys that start can win it. So the match actually, in theory, can end before all 9 guys are in, but in probably all nine guys are going to get in before they actually have a winner.
Nyla Rose, Hikaru Shida, no DQ, no count out for the AEW Women's title. We got Britt Baker, Chris Statlander, Private Party versus Best Friends in the pre-show match to determine number 1 contender.
Right, so the winners will face Omega and Page at some point later. Given the two teams and who's getting pushed, I think that's probably Best Friends going over. Most, they would certainly be the favorites because they're getting pushed pretty hard.
And then the Stadium Stampede match.
Yeah.